What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is, of course, your buddy LL here, and today we're going to be talking about brand new AI tokens and coins. And a month or two ago, we had a bit of a spike in the AI tokens, and this was largely due to the fact of these new updates on DALL-E, Midjourney, ChatGPT, and there's all types of AI programs launching on a monthly basis, and it's getting really crazy out there. That's why I've been reading a lot about it and doing obviously AI articles also on my website. Make sure to check it out. But today we're going to be focusing on these crypto projects, which are obviously going to be latching into the hype, and AI is obviously a big part of the future, and there is going to be a lot of these vaporware products trying to raise up money and etc. But all things considered, there will be legit crypto AI projects, and maybe they're not legit, but at least they will be performing really well in terms of the markets. Now, I have collected 5 different projects here, which I'm going to be talking about it. But before I transition to here, this is actually very interesting that there is this advertisement on Coin Paprika right now about Echo Terra, and then there's that love-hate Inu, and then there's the third ad. And these, by the way, are like, some of them have been D-Lands, yeah. Some of these have been advertised in some AI articles that I was researching today, and I actually believe, I haven't done the full investigation yet, but all of these 3 projects might be all scams, FYI, and probably full investigation will commence at a later date. But today we're going to be focusing obviously on these top 5. First of all, we have Crypto GPT. They already had a sale. A lot of people made very nice returns already. Since this is a kind of like a top 5 video, we're not going to be doing a deep dive into the tokenomics and all the breakdown of the is it good to buy now and what is the overall valuation and everything. But I think it's safe to say that a lot of these crypto projects that are AI, I don't remember the Crypto GPT current ranking right now, but it's not in top 100 right now. So there's a lot of room for these projects to basically go up. And obviously we have been seeing obviously Crypto GPT performing really well. And they are going to be just like monetizing the data with AI. So the blockchain is going to be storing forms of data. And basically that is like the main concept here. The Crypto GPT captures and packages data. You own your data. You earn also selling from that data. So basically, when you browse the internet, you browse these things, you use that app, and all that information that will be monetized and that will be aggregated through that platform that they are basically building. There are going to be like NFT things that they are also doing. These are kind of like cool arts, I have to say. I just really like the design of the website here, and they are building out different things. They got SDK and other things coming out, and I think the NFT sale is going to be happening soon or something like that. And here they talk about like how big business this is, and like, yeah, I think you want to have some AI tokens in your portfolio, even if they are not from these top 5, which I'm going to be talking about here today. But this one is definitely something that I would say that you want to look the charts now and see the price development from Crypto GPT and find a good entry point here, because I think it was already going up like 10x or something from the initial sale or something really good. So this project has performed really well. And it's available on a lot of exchanges. I'm going to leave all the exchanges links down below so you can support me and also find out where to basically buy it. Another very big hitter is the Chain GPT. This one also performed really well, and I think it was just recently that this project basically launched, and there was like airdrop campaigns and all these types of things. And that's kind of like, I didn't learn about it until like just recently. So this is kind of sad about like a lot of these opportunities when it comes to like token sales and launches and airdrops. You don't always have the old information. That's why you kind of need YouTubers. And that's why also I always say I don't always say, but if you are my viewer, you should join the Discord community and the Telegram community, and you get information from our community about these things that are happening. Like this information about this project came from my Telegram group. So what I'm trying to say is that if we come together and share information with each other, we can become successful together. That's kind of the thing about it, like building together better. And this is basically, well, it's like generic GPT stuff. I think this is like a direct competitor for ChatGPT, and you know, SDKs and APIs. They're doing a lot of things. AI trading, blockchain analytics. A lot of the AI projects are kind of doing the same thing here. So there's kind of a lot of room to choose from, really. And basically like the token is used basically on all these AI models and everything that they are building out, the AP wise and all that stuff. So yeah, so April, like 5 days ago, this was launched on a lot of top exchanges. And one of the things I did forget to mention, like coins like these are still not in Binance, so that's always going to be in Coinbase. So there's going to be always like price bumps for those two exchanges especially. But let's move on into a third one. Now, these are actually not launched, so I'm giving you information ahead of everything. And this is called Kaido, and they are basically building out Google of sorts. I don't know if it's going to be like the search engine known as Wolfram Alpha, or is it going to be just like a generic search engine using the crypto and AI technology underneath, or are they exactly like building out, well, they are building out this normal search engine, but they are going to be, you know, search engine for like crypto, and there seems to be like OpenAI. I would probably join the waitlist. Who knows, they might be doing an airdrop, or that waitlist will be clarification that you get to participate on the sales. So you want to experiment these and check these out. You can like leave a couple of information, doesn't even require KYC. And there's even a free trial here that you can get. But this is an interesting, I'm a big supporter of everything that is going to be trying to compete with Google. So definitely something that I'm interested in. Now, we don't know about their token model or anything like that, so it's really hard to say about it. Next project is called Rejuve, and this was actually I think it was on the DAO Maker launchpad, and they just like month ago collected the money. And I don't think the token is out launched yet, but the sales have been done, or at least one of them. And they are basically building out a network an AI that will collect the data out of your health. And well, we always have talked about that having a female CEO is always very bearish. And I still, look guys, I stand by that statement. Like, that is a very bearish sentiment. So we will see how that will go on. But like 2 women at the charge, and then this guy. But Ben Gortsol is the guy that, hey, I mean, some people know him, but he always wears this like weird hat with like these panther dots or something. And basically he is the guy that has these robots, like the AIs that talk, and that's like the very AI stuff. Like, this is like one of the very first dudes on that, and he's basically involved, so that's kind of bullish. Yeah, the Singularity Net, he's the CEO of that. And there are some like good partners here, well, basically the Singularity and, well, Crypto.AI I'm familiar with, but some of the others I'm not so familiar with. And this one also, it's a pretty fresh project. I think it's very under the hood. But the bearish sentiment about the women, I mean, I don't know about that. So that always comes into very much of promotion and all these things. But, I'm very interested in transhumanism and, living longer. And so you're kind of like contributing to something really, really important in a lot of ways. Now, the last project on this list is Spice AI, another one that has not released yet. They might have a token sale or airdrop in the future, probably a token sale though. And they are basically building out AI and data infrastructure. So basically kind of the same stuff that some of the other ones that they're doing, that, using crypto or the blockchain to basically store AI data and to basically sell it out. And there are some partners already involved in this. I think they have already raised money as well. And these types of APY and people that are building out these sort of like infrastructure, there's a lot of value in them. Like Chainlink fundamentally is like a lot of people don't know what like Chainlink really does, but this is kind of akin to that, whereas in you have something that really might be adopted by every single crypto project, which is going to be leveraging AI data. So that's pretty important. And powered by Polygon and Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, and Dreamio. So that's pretty big. But, we don't know when this is going to be launching, and this is very technical stuff. Since I'm not a coder, I don't know much about, like, okay, this is on Python. Is that a bullish thing? Is that bearish thing? Like, these are things like I can't really answer. But it is definitely a project that you want to keep your eyes on, and, it seems somewhat promising based on at least their presentation here, like what they are doing right now, and they are like selling things and stuff like that right now in terms of their service. So I guess they got like something already made, but remains to be seen when the token launches. Now, as a kind of like a bonus thing here, I want to show out a bit of render token. And it's the only token, by the way, which I hold right now in the list. Because I don't usually, like, a lot of people like just buy and then they dump on subscribers. I'm the idiot who basically buys after I've done the videos, usually. And sometimes I don't even mind necessarily buy the tokens which I feature because, you know, I have so many investments. But when I want to talk about render fundamentally is, and what is render basically, I mean, it can really consolidate it into this one sentence, which is distributed GPU rendering on the blockchain. So they are a decentralized network of GPU rendering. So basically people are, it's just like mining basically, but the GPUs are not basically used to mine. Instead, they are basically using to allocate that data into, well, basically anything that really requires GPUs. So all of these AI projects that are launching, Midjourney, DALL-E 2, the Microsoft has something coming out really soon. And so basically all these projects will need that computational power to basically generate the images, do the rendering. So when we have like very big like movie projects, like it might take like a really long time to basically render out scenes in the most highest quality in like 4K and all of these like infrastructure. And at some point, some of these companies and people, like most of the entities that are involved right now, that already have the backing of Google, Microsoft, they have already like that billion-dollar money behind them. But this is the difference about render, is that at some point these mid-sized companies are going to be getting into the AI business, and they will be needing that AI business to basically generate whatever service that they're going to be providing. It doesn't necessarily need to be AI, but it's going to be like, they're just going to be needing that computational power to basically deliver those projects, and they just can't afford necessarily to just hire out some GPUs from China or something. So they're going to be using this decentralized network known as the render network, which is going to be basically being there as the cloud rendering service. So you basically allocate the cloud from out of your computer into something else, which is really, really good because you don't need to buy a lot of like infrastructure. You don't need to buy these super end PCs and stuff like that. And as far as I remember, also, like, I don't know if this is a large shit right now, but like people can like use their own GPUs to basically get the render token. So the tokenomics here are like fundamentally really, really good. So, you know, here you can see user requesting jobs, user processing jobs. So basically the GPUs are like used on pretty much everything. It's kind of like, you know, the microchips industry, and there's a lot of like big people. Brendan Ike, JJ Abrams, like a lot of different people involved in this project, and it's been doing really well, and I think it still has a lot of room to go basically up because it went down again and up and again. So it's been like performing really well like for multi-years. But I'm not going to make this video any longer. Hopefully you found out some important information, especially about those scams which are talked about in the beginning of this video. I shouldn't say they are scams because I haven't done the full investigation yet, but I already found out a lot of awful connections there, which are very sketchy. So something I need to talk about. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I will be seeing you in the next video whenever it will be dropping out. See you soon.